I'm here by myself right now. Before we get started, man, I want to give a shout out to my co-host, DZ Meatball, whatever you want to call him. Happy birthday, boy. You know what I'm saying? We started this about a year ago. We're going to keep going, man. I hope you enjoy your birthday. You're out there on the road, but hey, I appreciate everything you done did so far. You know what I'm saying? Wish you nothing but success. And we shooting to the top, my boy. So happy birthday to you. It's probably gonna be a day late. Your birthday is on the 29th, so probably gonna see this on the 30th, but it is what it is, man. So before we hop back into the episode, check us out on Spotify, Anchor, other streaming podcasts, Google Podcasts, not all of them, but we working on it, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to come to talk to y'all about what's been going on in the sports world. You know, we got NBA playoffs going on, we got the Olympic trials going on, which is very exciting. And I want to talk to y'all about something else. Other than football, I want to talk a little baseball, man. So we're going to start off with the NBA playoffs, man. Right now, the Suns and Clippers, they're 3-2. The series is 3-2. The Suns are up right now, and I think they are in trouble. The Clippers, man, they are so inconsistently consistent. I don't know if that makes sense, but I mean, they're kind of, I feel the same way about the Clippers that I feel about the Bucks, man. They're frustrating to watch because you know how good they can be, but they don't give it to you every night like you expect. It's hard to get to be that consistent, be that good every night, but still, they're professionals. We expect it, you know. And as a casual fan of basketball, you know, players like Paul George doesn't show up sometimes. Like Game 4, he went 5 for 20. That can't happen. Like when I look at you, I want to look at you as a superstar, Paul George. And when he plays like a superstar, it's like, okay, that's what I want every night. A la Game 5. Man, he went 15 for 20, 41 points. Like, that's what I seen. I want to see the PG from the Pacers, man, going up against LeBron and the Heat. That's what I expect from Paul George every night. You know what I'm saying? That's what gets you on that superstar status. And you brought it on yourself. Playoff P. You called yourself that, you know? So, it's just the Clippers, when they are on, bro, they are the toughest team to beat in the league. I'm telling you, like, Reggie Jackson, he's been the most consistent player on their team, really, you know? Reggie is going, you know, he's going to hit those timing threes, big shots. He's going to close the game when they need it. And it's just Reggie, I gained so much more respect for Reggie just because the way he's been playing for the Clippers, you know? Pat Bev has been playing good defense on Booker, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he's shutting him down, but he's definitely slowing him down. Booker feels him when he's guarding him, you know what I'm saying? Other players, just all the role players on the Clippers, man. Marcus Morris, when he's on hitting threes, you know. The Boogie Cousins is coming in giving you viable minutes. Like, that's, like, at one point I thought Boogie Cousins was the best big man in the league, but you know he battled injuries these past few years, you know, and trying to basically get back up to speed and get back on into the starting lineup for teams. You know, he bounced around the league these past couple of years, so it's basically he basically got to prove himself again. But all in all, man, the Clippers, bro, and led by Ty Lue, who is doing a hell of a job. Without your star player, superstar player, Kawhi Leonard, him being out, and your team still battling and still in the NBA, like battling with the Suns, who has been the best team in the playoffs, in my opinion. They've been the most consistent, you know. So shout out to Ty Lue, man. He's showing how worthy, basically he's showing his worth to the Clippers, and basically you got to give him at least the top 3 coaches of the league, you know. Ty Lue is doing the damn thing, man. He's doing it. He's coaching. He's switching up lineups. He's subbing in correctly. It's just everything is good. He got them guys ready to play. I don't even want to say that. I can't say that because they were down 2-0. They were down 3-1. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't get it. They're so frustrated, man. They're frustrated, man. But on the other end, on the other side, the Suns, I need Ayton to be a bigger presence, man. With Zubac's out in Game 5, I thought it was gonna be a prime position for Ayton to go crazy. You know, he was only 5 for 9. That's not good for a big man. 5 for 9. That's 60%. 10 points, 11 rebounds. What I expected from Ayton was what I've been getting the last 3-4 games. You know, he's been a double-double machine, but those double-doubles come with 20 points and about 20 rebounds, probably averaging about 17 rebounds, something like that. But Ayton is a monster, and he should you know, oppose his will on this Clipper team while they're playing small. You know, Booker, I want you to be more efficient. He shot 9 for 22 last game. He had 31 points. You know, he got to the free throw line. That's his game. You know, but you know, if he's more efficient, you know, and that's just showing how Pat Beverly is, you know, how they're defending him, how the Clippers are defending him. You know, it's a really good job. That first game where he went off, you know, he hasn't really had that type of game. He was very efficient in that game. He was assisting the ball. He was rebounding. He was doing everything. He had a triple-double. You know, do I want to say that Chris Paul had an effect on the Suns? Because you gotta see, you gotta call it what it is. The Suns, since Chris Paul has been back in the lineup after that 2-0 start, I don't want to say that they look better with Chris Paul out, but because you can't say that because Chris Paul was the MVP, damn near the MVP of the league, you know, and he's the reason why the Suns are in the position they are in right now, you know. So I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say Chris Paul. Chris Paul is the reason why they're losing. Nah, that would be very stupid to say coming from me, you know. But I just expect the Suns to close this out. But if they get, like, I still think it's very scary that it's 3-2. You know, let them get that game in LA. And that just can't happen. And they won pretty reasonably, you know. It was a 116-102. It's just, the Suns got to close out this game. You've been the most consistent team in the NBA. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. The role players got to step up big. They've been exited out, you know, these last 2 games. Mikal Bridges, you know, Cameron Payne, Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder, you gotta show up and make some shots, man. The 3-pointers, you know, the defense as well. You gotta step up even more. You know, the Suns are one of the best defensive teams in the league, but they're having problems these last couple games against the Clippers. And that nail biter that they had when it was the 80s, 88, 84, something like that, game 4. I think the Clippers should have won that game. You know, the Suns was trying to give them the game. You know, turning the ball over, doing stupid things, you know. But Suns, you got to tighten up. This Clippers team will come back and they will beat you. If they win Game 6, I'm going with the Clippers. I'm going with the Clippers. You know, wrong LA team that I won in the finals. Want the Lakers in the finals, but hey, you know, the tide didn't turn that way this year. So y'all know what happened, injuries and stuff. But everybody's going through injuries, so you can use it as an excuse, but it's valid. But you know, excuses are for losers in my eyes. But moving on along to the Bucks versus Hawks. The Bucks versus Hawks. They're playing as we speak right now. Trae Young out for Game 5. I think the series is over. I think the Bucks take it tonight. Um, Shout out to Trae Young, man. He did what he could do. It's just the Bucks are clearly the better team, you know. Like I said about the Clippers, the Bucks are very frustrating to watch. Very frustrating to watch, especially when it's Giannis dribbling up the court, taking turnaround jumpers, fading away, taking threes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not your game. If you don't get in that paint and bang, get in the paint and bang. Man. They can't stop you. You know, when you put your shoulder down and drive to the hole. He's not afraid of the free throw line. He's not, even though he's horrible. You know, he's gonna make some, but the long routine and everything, he got to change that. Crowds counting down to 10 and stuff like that, or count how long it takes for him to complete his routine to actually shoot the ball. But when Middleton shows up, I know what Giannis is going to give me. Giannis is going to give me 30 and a lot of rebounds. I know that consistently. He's going to give me that. But it's about Middleton and Jrue Holiday, man. Those are the least consistent guys. But when Middleton shows up, like he did last game, game 4, you know, 20 points. You know what I'm saying? Like 20 points in the fourth quarter, he had 38 for the whole game. Like, Middleton is the best player on that team. Crazy to say. Crazy to say. The best all-around player on that team is Middleton. He played defense. He got a crazy offensive game, mid-range, all that, can shoot the three. And he's the guy. If Middleton is on, the Bucks are hard to beat. They are very hard to beat. Like I said, I think the Bucks are going to win that game. I mean, win the series. So we can move on along to the Olympics. The Olympic trials. If you have not tuned into the Olympic trials, I don't know what you're doing. It's very entertaining. Very entertaining. This year's Olympics is going to be great. It starts July 23rd. And it's in the perfect spot because it's not going to be I believe the NBA playoffs will be finished. NFL won't be starting up yet. I think that will be the start of training camp that week, July 23rd. And baseball will be going on, but it won't be playoffs or anything. So the Olympics are set up at a great time where it'll only be the Olympics on, and that will actually matter. And we can sit and watch these athletes, you know, compete against each other all across the world. They're going to Tokyo, and you see a lot of exciting things going on in the Olympic trials. Like the one that I want to speak out about is the 17-year-old Erriyon Knighton. He's going to the Olympics. Yes, I said 17 years old. He's going to the Olympics. He's still in high school, but he turned professional as a track runner because he's that damn good and he's that damn fast. Like Erriyon Knighton, he ran a 19.88, breaking Usain Bolt's youth record. You know what I'm saying? The 200. He shattered it. It was, I think, Usain's was like 20.04 or something like that. And Knighton, he won easily in the semifinals, 19.88. But he lost to Noah Lyles in the final. But he still heading to the Olympics. He's still heading to Tokyo. So I think that is an incredible feat. I'm not seeing a lot of people talk about it. Like, how aren't you talking about a 17-year-old boy running against grown men, dominating grown men, and looking like he's supposed to be there? So that's crazy to me. Like, he's 17. He don't even got his grown man strength yet at all. He's not even close to that. So, and he's running with these guys, man. The hardest event to run, one of the hardest events to run, the 200 meters, half of the 400. So, like, shout out to Erriyon Knighton, man. I'm rooting for you. I want him to make history. What if he come out and win first place in the Olympics? Because I think he can do it. Even though Noah Lyles beat him, he was right there. I think he just need a little bit more experience on how to run the 200 a little bit more. And then he's just gotta get older, bro. He gotta get his body like he's not even a grown man yet. He's still a teenager, man. And it's crazy. He's competing. Moving on, like Gabby Thomas, second best time ever in the 200 meters. She's a Harvard grad, got all types of degrees. You know what I'm saying? And she pulled up at the line, and she got the second best time ever recorded in that for the women's. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. It's so many great athletes. They're running super duper fast. And a lot of records are gonna get shattered. And speaking of a record being shattered, Sydney McLaughlin, she broke the record in the 400 meters. The 400 meter hurdles, my fault. 400 meter hurdles, which is that's a different level of tough. Because the 400 is probably the toughest race in track. Add hurdles onto it, that's even crazier. You know what I'm saying? So she's going there to the Olympics as well. Other guys like Grant Holloway in the 110 meter hurdles, he's gonna make some noise. The 100 meters, I'm not sure who's probably. I'm not sure who's the 100 meter in the men's who won that in the finals. I'm not sure if they even ran yet, but we know about. Well, I think they ran, but we know about Sha'Carri Richardson, phenom. And all I gotta say about track and field is all the U.S. gotta worry about is the Jamaicans for real. I feel like Jamaicans, maybe Great Britain, maybe Russia, if they in there, maybe the German. But the biggest competitor that I feel like we're gonna have is the Jamaicans. It always is. It's always the U.S. and the Jamaicans. That's what it is. Well, I thank God we don't have to worry about Usain Bolt. But it's gonna be very exciting, and I suggest that you tune in to the Olympic trials. Catch what you can catch right now, and it's gonna be very exciting coming in a month or so. Watching the Olympics. I'm definitely gonna be tuned in. I know Meatball gonna be tuned in. Y'all should be tuned in as well, man. And something that y'all probably not tuned into right now is baseball. I've been I played baseball in my younger days. In high school, all the way up to high school, until I eventually started to focus on football. But baseball has piqued my interest again, and I've been casually watching, you know what I'm saying, because there's so many young baseball phenoms, doing the damn thing. They, like, at the top of the home run list and everything. You got two-way players like Shohei Ohtani. He's leading the league in home runs right now. And he's also pitching, like one of the best pitchers. You know what I'm saying? So it's just baseball is very exciting. A lot of home runs being hit, a lot of great pitching. Speaking of pitching, Jacob deGrom, he's on a historic pace right now, throwing gas like the most 100 mile per hour pitches in history is being thrown by him. But back to the young phenom hitters, Tatis, they're all in the same. Tatis, Guerrero, Shohei, Acuna Jr., like all of them are in that home run race, and they're all almost under 25. It's crazy. I'm not sure what Shohei Ohtani age is, but I know the other three, Tatis, Guerrero Jr., and Acuna, they're under 25. So, and they're ripping it up in the league, man. A lot of home runs. So I just want y'all to just tune in to this baseball that's going on right now. They're leading their teams, to top positions in their division. It's very exciting. It's not boring. If you sit and watch baseball, it's not boring. They try to speed up the game, and they've done a good job, But I just think that it will pique your interest because it's way more entertaining than it is. A lot of home runs, a lot of great fielding, a lot of great pitching. Like baseball is in a good time right now, and I suggest that y'all watch what's going on right now, because it's history being made, man. I think it's gonna be the most home runs hit out of any year this year. You know what I'm saying? Hitting is so elite right now. Also in baseball, you know, you got the World Series, the College World Series going on. Vanderbilt and Mississippi State. Vanderbilt took game 1. I believe they're playing game 2 right now. I like Vanderbilt to you know, take that series. But it's just watch baseball. Watch it. Just give it a chance. Just sit down and watch a game, and you will be entertained. I promise you, you will be entertained. Get your favorite beverage, whatever libations that you like to get right with. Watch it like a basketball game. Watch it like a football game. You know what I'm saying? It's entertaining. I'm telling you, I would not lead you astray. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's probably a short episode. You know, we want to stay consistent and keep putting this content out. Just us talking about different things, man. We should appreciate the support. We appreciate it, man. We appreciate all the views. We appreciate if you tell somebody about it, you know what I'm saying? Check us out on YouTube, we on Spotify, we on Anchor, you know what I'm saying? Also, I'll be on the Bet. I'm also on the Bet on Yourself podcast with Mon Lott and Keith Stallings. You know, I suggest y'all check that out. We be having great conversations about sports. You know, it's very fun. You know what I'm saying? We in a great space right now to where you can make your own platform and just talk about the opinions that you have on the things that you like. You know what I'm saying? And we doing that. So shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Nick providing us with this CCTG, Can't Cheat the Grind. You know what I'm saying? Can'tCheatTheGrind.com if you want to get some apparel like this. Great apparel, you know. Very comfortable. You know, I'm in the house and I got the hoodie on, man, just because I just be chilling around and it's very comfortable, you know what I'm saying? So check out his stuff, all the stuff, man. Check out all the homies, like the low life culture, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of the homies doing a lot of good things out here, man. So I appreciate it, man. It's your boy J.O. It's a little short episode, man. Like I said, appreciate the love and it's the adjustments. Well, holla.